Hello everyone, welcome to LRDA Prep. My name is Samir Sardana and I'm going to start this series of quick revision of reasoning for Maharashtra CET 2021 paper. As you know that Maharashtra CET exam is going to be conducted in the month of August. So we are going to have a quick revision on all the relevant topics for Maharashtra CET reasoning. One of the most important topic that I can see is data arrangement and floor-based reasoning and the sitting arrangement, coding, decoding. So in this particular video, I'm going to revise two topics which are exactly based on the questions of Maharashtra CET. One is a floor-based reasoning. The another one is a coding, decoding set based on the previous year questions of Maharashtra CET paper. Guys, my name is Samir Sardana and I have done my MBA from U.B.S, Panjab University, and I'm a plus educator on Unacademy teaching quant and DALR section. You can subscribe to Unacademy Plus using my referral code LRDSMIR This will give you a 10% off on plus subscription. Also, in the description part of the video, you can access to my Telegram group where you can find the links of number of special classes that I have taken for Maharashtra CET reasoning as well as for quant. Also, on this particular channel, you will find a lot of videos to cover the complete syllabus of Maharashtra CET reasoning section. Let's have a look at this particular question, guys. If you like the video, please rate it and share it and subscribe to the channel. 7 people, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G lives on 7 different floors of a building. So I have 7 floors, A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whenever you're solving a floor-based reasoning, right, it's the standard information that you'll find that the lowest floor is called as a floor number 1, and then second one is called as floor number 2, and so on. So start from 1 to 7, write down all the numbers from bottom to top, 1 to 7, and then just quickly go through this information. Each one of them has a different amount of money with them. So 7 people are living on these 7 floors. Each one of them have different amount of money. Very easy to interpret. These are the values which are given. No need to read it. Now quickly use this information. The one who has rupees 16,000 lives on a floor number 3. So a person having 16,000 rupees is living on floor number 3. So if there's a person who is having 16,000 that's living on floor number 3, that's the direct information that I can fill in over here. The one who has rupees 7,000, only one person live between A and the one who has rupees 16,000. Now that's create a problem for me because at this point of time, I have 2 options for A because I need to create a gap of 1 between A and 16,000. So a person living 16,000 is here, then A can come over here or A can come over here. So which case I should be picking? Do I have any direct information? It's really difficult to find at this point of time. So what should be the logical way of getting yourself out of this is to make 2 cases, right? If it's not possible for you to go for one particular case, so therefore, whenever this type of situation arises, you make 2 cases, right? So one is a case where a gap between A and 16,000 is a 1 where A will be living on floor number 1. In the second case, if to create a gap of 1, I can also play A over here, right? Let's see which case will finally be working. One of these 2 cases, out of one of these 2 cases, one case will be eliminated. It will be some contradiction that will be created in and when we'll be filling some more information. So, but at this point of time, you need to make 2 cases, right? Okay, now the one who has rupees 7,000 lives immediately above A. Now in this particular case, one having 7,000 will be living over here. In this particular case, one earning 7,000 will be living above A. So it will be over here. It's because it says that it's immediately above. So you need to take the immediate above floor. The number of people living between the one who has rupees 7,000 and the one rupees 16,000 is same as the number of people living between A and B. Now you see that between 7,000 and 16,000 in this particular case, I have 2 people living. So also that also means that A and B also have 2 people in between. So if I have A here, and if I want to create a gap of 2 floors between A and B, there is no option to place B on above A. So the only option left for B is to come over here so that a gap of 2 floors can be created. And in this particular case, the gap between 16,000, 7,000 and A, 7,000 and 16,000 is just 1. So if I want to create a gap or no gap, right? So you see that there's no gap between 7,000 and 6,000. So in this particular case, B will be living over here, right? Only one lives between B and G. Okay, now it says that only one person lives between B and G. If B is over here and one person is living between B and G, so G would be coming here. There's no option to put G below B. If B is here to create a gap of 1, G would be coming over here, right? Only one person lives between G and the one who has 13,500. Now, only one person lives between G and the one who has 13,500. Now, G is here. If I want a gap of 1 between 13,500 and G, I can take 13,000 at 6 or I can take 13,000 at 2 because G is at 4 in this particular case. But this place is already filled with 7,000, so I need to put 13,500 over here. Now, in this particular case, G and 7,000. G is here. To create a gap between G and 13,500, I need to place 13,500 here because this place, right, is already filled. All right, now let's move forward. A has less money than B, but not the least. D has rupees 8,500 more than B. Now see that in this particular case, B is earning 7,000 rupees. It says that A is earning less than 7,000, but not the least. Now less than 7,000, I have two options, either 4,000 or 5,500. But because A is not earning the least, so A will be earning 5,500. Now in this particular case, if I'm saying that A is earning 5,500 and D is earning 8,500 rupees more, so 5,500 plus 8,500, as you can see, is equal to 14,000. There is no amount mentioned here which is equal to 14,000. So therefore, this second case is straight away eliminated. And now you can go ahead with this case. This second case that we were trying to make is now getting eliminated. That means this is the final case I need to work upon. Now use this information that D has 8,500 rupees more than A. Now tell me the two values which are at a difference of 8,500. A cannot be having a 4,000. If I take A to have 5,500, 5,500 plus 8,500 is 14,000. No amount is equal to 14,000. If I say that A is having 7, A cannot have 7,000. It's already there. If I have 8,000 for A, then 8,000 plus 8,500 will be 16,500, and I have 16,500 in the option. So I can say that A will be having 8,000 and a D will be having 5,500 more. That means D will be having 16,500. So we get to know D is spending 60,500 rupees. All right. Now, what else we have in this case? A has less money than B, but not the least. Okay. Yes. D has 8,500 more than A. D does not live on the top floor. C lives immediately above F. Now, if I have to use this information, C lives immediately above F. There are only two spaces left over here. C lives on a floor immediately above F. So C has to be here, F has to be here. And because D is earning 16,500, D cannot come here. So D will be coming over here, earning 16,500 rupees. And the only person that I'm left with is E. So E will be coming over here. And the only value in terms of amount that I'm left with is 4,000 and 5,500. Now, do we have G has more money than C? It's given that G has more money than C. So can I say G will be earning 5,500 and A will be earning 4,000? Now you can answer all the question. That's it, right? This is how you're supposed to do this, right? If you are getting stuck with two cases, you need to learn how to eliminate a case and how to parallelly solve two cases, right? Now this is the final case and we can answer all the questions now. With the sum of money with G and C together, with the sum of money with G and C together, it's 9,500. 5,000, 5,500 plus 4, 9,500, right? So A would be the correct answer of the question. That is option A. Next question, it says, as per the given arrangement, C is related to the floor number 6. C, we need to see a relationship between C and 6. Similarly, A is related to the floor number 4, right? The relationship between C and 6 and A and 4 is same. And to which 4 among the following is B related to the same way? So in the way C and 6 are related, the way A and 4 are related, in this way how B is related to the floor number, and we need to find out this floor number. Now let's see C6A4. What's the relationship between C6 and A4? C6A4. So C6A4, right? There's a gap. These are two immediate floors, right? So we need to see which of the floor number is related with B. So see that if I follow the same pattern, C6A4, it would be B and 1. So B will be related to the floor number 1, right? So that is option number E. Now let's have a look at this question. How many people live between D and the one who has rupees 16,000? How many people live between D and the person who is earning 16,000? A person D and 16,000, there's only one people in between, that is B. How many people live between D and the person earning 16,000? Answer would be 1. That is option A. Once you made the arrangement, all questions will be cakewalk. Who lives on the floor number 4? Who is living on the floor number 4? You can see that G is living on floor number 4. So guys, you just quickly have a look at the question, right? Floor number 4, G is living and he's earning 5,500. So A is the correct answer to the question. You can solve these questions, guys. These are 6 questions that you have in this particular, right? How many people have more money than E? How many E is earning how much money? E is earning, you see that E is earning 16,000 and more than 16,000. I have only one person earning more than 16,000. So answer would be D option, right? This is how you're supposed to solve the set, guys, right? Let's quickly have a look at one more set of coding and decoding. This is also based on the exactly same pattern of previous year Maharashtra CET paper. It says that in a certain code language, in coding and decoding question, there is some sentence which is coded as some combination of numbers and alphabets, right? So there's a sentence here and then you have code made of numbers and alphabets. Then you have another sentence. Again, the code is made of alphabets and numbers. Similarly, these 4 sentences are given to you and these are the different codes. And we are finally supposed to answer how is the word ego coded in the given language. All right. So how do you decode it? You always try to see in this code the common alphabets and the common number. Can you find some codes which have the common alphabets and the common number? I can clearly see that both of these 2 codes are starting with S. Look for some more numbers which have the same alphabet or the numbers. You see that both of these 2 are starting with E. Now, let's try to identify using this particular hint that first alphabet is same. Now look at these 4 words and look at these 4 words. Both of these 2 codes are using the first letter as S. Do you see something in these 2 sentences which leads you to something, right, which can give us a hint that the first letter is S? Is there something common in these 2 sentences regarding S? Do you see that? Do you see anything common between these 2 sentences regarding S? Let's say the hint does not strike you. Then you go for this. The word E has been used here, right? Look at this complete sentence and look at this complete sentence. Do you see something? Do you see something in these 2 sentences? Something related to the word E? Yes, I can see that, right? If you try to use it, right, you must be able to see that S has been used over here, S has been used over here. Also, E has been used over here and E has been used over here, right? Can we decode something from it? If I'm using the letter S as a first alphabet to code it, right, then the last letter has been used I. Is I something related to this? Yes, I is the first letter. Is 1 related something to with these 2? 1 is 1 less than the number of letter being used here. The number of letter in this word is 2. So S1I can be the code, right? This is a kind of reading that you have to do. Now to cross verify it, try to see the same coding pattern is being followed over here or not. You see that S is here, right? Now, the last letter should be the last letter which is used as a code should be the first letter of this word. The first letter of the word is T as per the decoding that we have done over here. Yes, this is T, and the letter 5 and the number 5 should be the number which is one less than the number of letter being used here. How many letters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is one less than 6. That means this is working. And to further cross verify it further, you can cross verify it with this. Do we have a number? Do we have a letter getting ended with E? Yes, this is getting ended with E. The last letter is coming out to be as A, and 2 is one less than the number of letters made of this word. So that's right way. So this is how you're supposed to decode the pattern of words and sentences, right? So what's the logic? The last letter of a word become the first letter. First letter of a word become the last letter. In the middle, you're supposed to place a number which is one less the total number of letters being used here, right? Now, how is the word ego coded in the given language? Now, using this, if I have to make a code for this, O will be the first, E will be the last, and in between, I'll be having a one less letter than the 3, that is O to E. C would be the correct answer of the question. Now, how is the word, look at the next question, right? How is the word achieve coded in the, again, very easy now. Now, once you decode the whole pattern, the question becomes very, very easy. Now, this is E. The first will become E, the last will become A. The number of letters are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in between, I'll be placing 6. E6A will be the answer. That is option number C. How is the word knowledge coded in the given language? Again, very simple. E will be the first, K will be the last. Number of letters are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It would be E8K. Option A would be the correct answer of the question. How is the word great? Again, nothing. TG4. Right? B is the correct answer. How is the word beside coded in the language? Okay, questions are very easy, guys. E, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, E5B, right? You see that once you decode it, you can straight away get the 5 marks very quickly, right? This is it, guys. Similar to this coded coding and decoding set and the lectures which is on data arrangement, right? The set that we have solved in floor-based reasoning. There are a number of videos that I have already recorded on floor-based reasoning, data arrangement, and coding and decoding. In the description part of the video, I'll be putting the links of those videos. You can have a look at those videos for your more practice for Maharashtra CET. The number of videos on floor-based reasoning and the data arrangement that I have already recorded. Also, abstract reasoning, which is the most important topic for Maharashtra CET. There's a separate section of abstract reasoning in Maharashtra CET. There are a number of lectures, around 50 to 60 standard abstract reasoning questions that I have covered in my previous reasoning lecture. You can also have a look at it. I'll be putting the link of all of my sessions that I have already taken on Maharashtra CET in the description part of this video. Please have a look at it. Guys, and to attend my live sessions on Plus, use my referral code LRDSMeerLive. I'm going to start, on Plus, there's a practice drill getting started for CAT 2021 students. I'm going to take a course on arithmetic with 500 quant questions for your revision. Also, another course of algebra for revision with 100 questions. So these are the selected and very, very important questions. You can use my code LRDSMeerLive to attend the Plus courses, right, that I'm taking on Unacademy. LRDSMeerLive is a referral code that you can use. Thanks a lot for watching this video. See you in the next part. Thank you.